What if I told you there is a tech-enabled company headquartered right here in the nation's capital that is revolutionizing smart indoor gardening using technology from NASA? And what if I told you this company just won 3 awards at CES, the world's largest consumer electronics show? Got your attention? Great. Keep watching for all the details in this episode of Techopia Live. Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Curran from the Ottawa Business Journal. Welcome to Techopia Live. This is a regular podcast from OBJ that features interviews with executives from next-gen tech companies, as well as leaders from Ottawa's tech ecosystem. We've got a mission here at Techopia. Our mission is to share knowledge, to create a deeper level of understanding about what's happening in the local tech ecosystem, to explore issues that are common to tech companies, and to help level up the local tech sector. Thank you for tuning in. A reminder, if you're enjoying this podcast, please share it with a friend, like it, and expand our Techopia community. Well, we've got a great show for you today. We're talking to a company that I think is really a unique company in Ottawa. No, it's not a telecom company. No, it's not a SaaS company. And it's not an emerging AI company. In fact, it's a consumer product company, something that I continue to think is quite rare in the nation's capital tech scene. And this company is just returned from CES, a consumer electronics show in Las Vegas, the biggest consumer tech expo in the world, with not one, not two, but 3 awards. Who are we talking about? Let's find out now. Here is the co-founder and CEO of Plantaform, Alberto Aguilar. Hello, Alberto.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for having me on the show.
You're welcome to be here. Thank you for finding some time for us. I'm really excited to talk to you because I think there's a ton of news to share on Plantaform. But before we get to that news, Alberto, I want to give you a chance to introduce yourself. You've got some deep Ottawa roots. You've had some pre-startup experience, but tell us a little bit about Alberto.
Yes. Well, I'm originally from Spain, Barcelona, and I actually came to Canada a little bit over 10 years ago. I co-founded 2 other startups in the past, both software, and now on my 3rd one with Plantaform, a little bit of a shift from software to agritech. But that's pretty much my background.
Okay. And we always like to point out the local university grads. You're a BCom international degree from Sprott at Carleton U. So that's pretty cool too. Shout out to the Ravens, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So listen, I think many people watching and or listening probably have heard of Plantaform, but just in case they haven't, give us the basic facts on the company here, Alberto.
So Plantaform is an agritech company based in the capital region, and we specialize in manufacturing smart indoor gardens using a NASA tech called Phonics. And we got inspired by Nespresso and just how easy it is to brew a cup of coffee, and the same way it is for us to grow your own vegetables, herbs, or flowers year-round. We offer a variety of these organic, non-GMO seeds that you simply choose your favorite pot, you put them into the device, add some water, and with a push of a button, it grows your favorite garden year-round indoors. It is fully autonomous, it controls the environment, it is a one of its kind because of that. We just guarantee reliable produce every single month, and just you can continuously harvest and be able to be more sustainable.
That's really neat. And of course, as our viewers saw, it's a beautiful looking product as well. Any other facts on the company you can share? Maybe employee count, whether you've got offices here, there, everywhere. Give us a few business contexts.
For sure. I mean, we're a pretty big team. Our headquarters is located in Gatineau. Our injection molding facility is actually in Montreal, an assembly facility in Gatineau. So we're a fully made in Canada product, assembled fully here locally. And, we were quickly expanding. We actually got presence in the US as well. We recently opened our branch in Miami. So we're rapidly growing and, very proud to be making a hardware product here in Canada.
Yeah. It's something I won't go into it. I won't dwell on it, but it's something we don't see a lot in Ottawa. As you know, they're often software, and we're often B2B. Like let's face it as well, right? We're focused our tech pedigree, if I could put it that way, Alberto. I think it's a really unique company. So listen, there's lots of news to share. You guys are just back from CES in Las Vegas, and you used CES to launch into the US market. So tell me about your CES experience and then some of the big news that followed.
I'm still not over it. It was our first time launching or attending CES, also as an exhibitor. So, expectations weren't the highest. We're the new kid around the corner, but it just went beyond our expectations. We got there. We were able to pitch to the media. We received the 2025 CES Best of Innovation Award, which is one of the most prestigious awards that any hardware and consumer electronic product can get worldwide. We got as well the Digital Trends 2025 Best of CES Award winner. And then finally, the House Digest Best of CES 2025 Award. So I can't get over it.
And just to dig into that a little bit, I mean, I'm hearing from you that you're still on cloud nine when it comes to this news, Alberto. I suspect these awards that you've won and the exposure you've received at CES is going to propel sales. Is that a proper assumption?
It's been crazy. We have dozens and dozens of press coverages worldwide, from Mashable, Digital Trends, Times. There's endless, so many of them, and it drove so many sales. I was just sharing with the team. We got more sales this week than our best month so far. So it was loud. We're exporting like crazy right now into the US market. And distributors are coming to us, retailers are coming to us. So it's like literally we went and hit the jackpot, and now we're just seeing all those coins fall under the machine. So
that's great, and that's what happens in Vegas when you get lucky. But I suspect it wasn't luck on your part. I suspect it was a few years of hard work. Talk to me a little bit, Alberto, about your sales channel. So how are you selling the product? I know people can come to your website, but I suspect you have some other partners.
Absolutely. I mean, our website obviously is the best way to buy the product, but we also sell on Amazon.ca. We're launching very, very soon on Amazon.com in the US. We also have over 10 different small retailer boutiques selling across Ontario and Quebec. And we're actually starting our Costco roadshow with the first location being Canada next week, so on January 21st.
That's so cool. And we'll give you the Canadian price first and then the American price. So if I were to walk in, I presume you have this number in mind. If I were to walk into Canada Costco in the next few days when you're doing the bit of the roadshow, what will it retail for?
It'll be at $689.99.
Okay.
It comes with a device. It'll have 3 pot packs included. So it's one of the best deals we've offered so far.
Okay.
And in the US market, we sell it for $499 US.
Okay. And can you give us a little bit of breakdown about is Amazon your biggest channel, or are you still trying to grow that direct channel through your website?
We're actually pushing a lot of our sales to Amazon. It just seems to be the most scalable channel as well. There's that trust aspect. So we're equally pushing for all of these channels. Actually, one of our best performing channels that we just were able to close that deal last October was with Eco Schools Canada, which is this non-for-profit organization that helps schools across the board to promote more sustainability activities and be able to educate the next generation on the importance of growing your own food and being more sustainable. And we becoming their official partners, they've actually been able to sell our units across multiple school boards across the nation. So a very, very healthy and successful partnership, which we're hoping to keep nourishing this year and be able to empower more future generations on the importance of growing food.
And before we go on a bit of a break here to recognize our sponsor, there's a little bit of more news. You're going to be on a really significant Canadian television show in just a few weeks. Tell us more about that.
So we received the news this morning that our Dragon's Den season 19 episode will be live on February 20th. It'll be a Thursday. It'll be at 10 a.m. EST. So we're super, super excited. We went in last May to film, and we're just so excited for everyone to find out what happened in the show.
Okay, I know you're under secrecy here, so I won't press you. But I could probably bet there's a few dragons in, but that's nothing you told me. That's just me guessing. Just to be clear, I don't want you to get in trouble in any sort of legal way. Listen, Alberto, I'm going to put you on pause, this interview on pause just for a second to recognize the sponsor of this episode. Here's a message from Number Crunch. Number Crunch is an Ottawa-based firm that allows you to strategically outsource your financials, especially if you're a technology startup or scaling your business. Number Crunch services range from bookkeeping to payroll to full virtual CFO services, including fundraising preparation and cash flow forecasting. Led by Susan Richards and Craig Hung, Number Crunch is supported by an established team of financial professionals who have advised and supported hundreds of firms. Number Crunch's cost-effective subscription model affords you the right expertise for every stage of your business. Let Number Crunch help your company mitigate risk by ensuring proper accounting procedures are in place, providing you with strategic input and scaling along with your business. For a quote on outsourcing and accounting, please visit numbercrunch.ca. Number Crunch, strength in numbers. Thanks to Number Crunch again, Susan Richards and Craig, for sponsoring Techopia Live. We're back with Alberto Aguilar from Plantaform. We're all about tech, Alberto, of course, in this podcast, and you've got some cool tech. I mean, the one thing that caught my eye is you say fogponics, as you guys call it, is invented by NASA. Oh my God. Tell me more.
I think that's one of probably our biggest differentiators. We came across this article years ago from NASA talking about a space cultivation research project where they were growing with the fastest plant growing tech and the most water efficient technology known in agriculture. And so the first thing that came to mind is like, why is this not being used here? Why aren't vertical farms or other hydroponic units transitioning to fogponics? And that's because there was very little amount of research published. And so we decided to take COVID as a great opportunity to go deep into this research. And then the National Research Council of Canada agreed to partner up with us and help us scale this technology and turn it into a reality, since it was actually abandoned by NASA around 2012. And so we were able to take on this technology and the papers and create obviously new ones. And, in comparison to hydroponics, this technology uses 50% less water consumption and increases yearly crop yields by around 30%. And what it does is hydroponics, you dip the roots in the water. In our case, the roots are actually suspended in the air, similar to aeroponics. But instead of being a mist or a spray that goes into the roots, it's actually that fog that you're seeing in the video. This fog fills up where the roots are being grown in with this nutrient. It's a nutrient-rich fog, so it delivers better oxygen, better nutrient absorption, better water delivery, which results the plant focusing on photosynthesizing and growing faster and being more nutritious. So we were able to put that technology into an indoor garden, and it's crazy. It's just, I don't understand how more companies out there are not trying to include this technology, especially for vertical farming where you can reduce the OPEX.
For sure.
But that's really where we're going towards. We're trying to revolutionize agriculture with a better irrigation system using less resources from our earth.
That's really neat. So, and our viewers can see this on screen. So there's no earth, and the roots aren't soaking in water. It is that fog that's kind of feeding it from a nutrient point of view and a moisture point of view, Alberto.
Exactly.
Okay, very neat. And were you able to achieve or license the IP on this? What sort of intellectual property protections do you have on this type of technology?
We have a patent around the utility of fogponics and how we're able to combine it with fluid dynamics. So this can be scalable for any indoor growing system. And we just keep innovating. Like, we're launching our next patent shortly. We want to be the pioneers in this. And so far, there's a handful of companies worldwide researching this tech. And our objective is, as I said, to be the forefront of fogponics.
Okay. We're going to shift into talking about some of your strategic goals. I was going to ask you about sales, but it just changed my mind based on what you said there. So I guess there is a balance at this stage of the company's development between R&D and sales. Certainly, you want to put your your foot to the floor, as they say, from a sales perspective. But I presume, Alberto, based on what you said, research and development remains an important part of Plantaform's future.
Absolutely. In this fast-paced world, keep innovation going is crucial, right? To be the forefront. We got our hands onto this amazing technology. We cannot just reach this commodity level. We're happy with it. We want to keep pushing the boundaries and actually be the pioneers, and not just that, actually keep pushing the limits of aquaponics. So we have a broad engineering team and R&D team that's continuously working on this innovation and pushing the limits of aquaponics. But at the same time, sales is pushing full force. We just broke into the US market. This year, our plans will actually be to enter the UAE market in the Middle East as well. And there's so many ambitious plans, but this is the forefront and Northern Star for us.
Yeah. And I imagine, again, just coming back from CES, about to debut on Dragon's Den, that really, one of the highest priorities must be just to leverage this unique point in your history and this PR and marketing accolades that you've won, really to drive sales. Can you give us a sense of, are you looking for, from a percentage point of view, not necessarily a numbers point of view, Alberto, are you looking at double, triple, quadruple sales? What do you think? Where do you think you'll be at the end of 2025?
So far, our projections are showing a 3x growth this year compared to last fiscal year. And we're off to a very good start with CES. And right now with Costco and Dragon's Den coming up, it seems quite promising. And I really hope to hit that 4x.
Yeah, it's I'm wishing you best of luck. I think one of the challenges with consumer product companies based in Ottawa has been kind of that marketing and sales challenge. But it seems like you've hit some very unique milestones here that might propel you to the next level. Listen, Alberto, before we wrap up, we're going to do our EY segment. It's time for Building a Better Working World, brought to you by our friends at EY.
So building a better world actually is supremely aligned with our mission, which actually is to empower people to grow their own food and have more control over their own food supply chains. So we envision a world where everyone can grow their own food at home and eat healthier and just empower the next generation to do the same and better.
That's great. That does sound like a better world to me. Enabling a greener living, sustainable growing from our kitchens, from our homes. It's such a wonderful vision, Alberto. Listen, I want to thank you for all the time you spent with us here today, and wish you continued success. My goodness, it's been a good start to 2025 for you.
Honestly, Michael, thank you so much for having me on the show and letting me share this news. And super proud to be one of the few hardware companies here in Ottawa.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Plantaform for sure. Thanks, Alberto. We'll hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, let's take a look at some of the other great companies that support us here at Techopia. Techopia is brought to you by many great sponsors, such as EY, Building a Better Working World; Number Crunch, offering virtual CFO services for SaaS companies; Perley Robertson Hill & McDougall, a leader in business and technology sector law; TD Bank, specialized programs for technology companies; the University of Ottawa Faculty of Engineering, creating the next generation of technical talent. Techopia is not only a podcast. We post new articles daily at obj.ca/Techopia. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe and click the bell icon. All right, a big thank you to Alberto, and congratulations to Plantaform on such an amazing start to 2025. My goodness. Listen, we got a lot of things happening in 2025 too. Techopia will continue, of course, to report on tech news almost on a daily basis. You can go to obj.ca/Techopia on that. We are planning a new annual magazine with our friends at EY, and some exclusive events happening for local tech CEOs throughout the year. So all that coming up in 2025. I want to thank you for watching and or listening. Let's hope Techopia is keeping you connected and informed. We'll keep on building Ottawa's technology utopia. That's Techopia. See you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.